I'm scared.
Don't be scared, bitch. We got a flow. You look amazing.
What's going on?
Flow. I woke up
How are you flowing?
just eating my lunch, and I love you. But I woke up super restless at like 3:45 in the morning. Like I could not sleep. Yesterday, I feel like if I could have a perfect day, it was yesterday.
Well, tell me about yesterday.
I feel like I had like great meetings with people, and it was like, oh my God, and then do this and then do that. And oh, you can like work on this thing. And like that's on my vision board, purposeful projects. And I feel like, oh my God, like this is all happening. And then normally at the end of the night, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna drink or I'll, smoke something. And I was like, nope. Let me do some yoga. Let me work it out. Let me, do my thing. I felt like I was floating. Like, oh my God, this is perfect. This feels so good. And then I couldn't sleep. And then I woke up at like 3:45. And instead of tossing and turning, I came down here. And I've been wanting to write these like journal prompts. I don't know if I ever told you about this woman, Myra,
Yeah, you told me about her. Yeah.
Right. So she always lets you know when the new moon is coming. She lets you know, whatever. So she sent this thing yesterday, and it was like, write a letter to your divine self, my highest divine self.
Did you ever think that you couldn't sleep because you were so excited about the day you had and being able to flow? And it was great, and you were so excited for today.
Girl, I was asking ChatGPT. Like, I was like, in the new moon and what's happening? Oh, wait, what did it tell me? Oh, my God. Dude, this is at like 4:30 in the morning. It means that an eclipse metaphorically reveals the deeper subconscious or repressed parts of who we are. These are the emotions, fears, or truths we may ignore or suppress. However, rather than viewing these aspects as negative, the passage encourages embracing them as they hold wisdom and potential growth.
Okay.
So me and ChatGPT had a whole therapy session this morning at 5 o'clock.
Well, okay, so guess what one of my friends got me this. Have you heard of it? One of my friends got me this. Can you see it? Okay, I'm sending you this, passing it along. Shout out to Erin Waits who sent me this. 165 days to become the person you truly want to be. So every day you read a new page, right? So I'm on day 2. There is great power in not knowing what is next, not knowing what to decide, not knowing how you will make it to where you know you want and need to be. Every given moment contains within it doorways of opportunity, and when you choose to walk through one, you make realities available to you that were once invisible. When you do not know what is next, you enter the realm of infinite potential. Instead of trying to plan your life so safely and succinctly, you can begin to plan for the moment, the joy, and the journey. I'm guilty of that, trying to plan for everything. Instead of living on autopilot, you can learn how to continuously meet the ever-changing, ever-possible now. When you finally admit that you do not know what is next, you enter the golden vortex, the space between everything you know you're meant for and anything you had previously imagined to be.
Bitch, that's where I'm at. We in the vortex. See?
So they're like these little meditations every day, and you read one. So I'll send you this.
Oh my God. Okay, we're going to be adding a reading list for everyone.
Yes, actually, it'll be in the comments for our favorite books.
Big Sean, I was in this at 5:30 in the morning. Go higher.
How was it?
It's like really good. And every day because you know me, I can't read from front to back. So I just go boop. And then it's always the perfect thing that I need to read. But this morning, it was, yeah. Oh, see, look, when something needs to change. Oh, God.
I feel like you started off saying you had such a great day yesterday, and now today But we all have those, because yesterday was awful for me. Probably because I was getting my period. Or I am getting... What?
I said, which is like a whole other thing.
Oh, yeah, and it causes a lot. It's just like a lot of emotional moments yesterday, and like, what am I doing, and why am I here? Why am I in school? Why am I taking this huge risk? What is it going to lead to? What's next? And then
Maybe we have to stop doing that. Good day, bad day, high day, low day, and just like move through whatever is going through in that moment. I'm sure the whole day wasn't bad for you yesterday.
No, it wasn't, but it was just kind of a blah day. And I even talked to my therapist about it yesterday. I was just like, I just feel blah and I don't know what I'm doing. I just feel blah and I don't want to feel blah anymore. And I just want to take it. I want to take each day kind of like what you just said, right? Of let's not categorize good and bad days. Let's just embrace the day as it goes and see what comes out of it and see what we can learn from it. That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah.
Because I also feel like we need to feel our emotions too, which is what I'm learning in one of my modules at school. It's like you can't resist the emotion or it's just going to stay within you.
Right.
You have to let it move through you and move with it and everything and face it before you can kind of move on to the next moment. And the emotion is going to pass, right?
Yeah.
The emotion is going to pass. It's always changing. So how do we just let it move through us without labeling it? This is good. This is bad.
We let it move through us, because then if I go to my girl Abraham Hicks, which I was just listening to, we're in control. See how you said I feel blah, and I'm like, oh, yesterday, like, is it so like phony or fake just to be like, you know what? I don't feel blah. Even if you feel blah, I feel good. I feel, because that's Abraham Hicks. That's her main thing. Always stay feeling good. And that's Neville Goddard's thing too. No matter what, always feel good. We are literally in control. I wish there was a way to kind of visualize and see your day yesterday. Because it's like, you probably stubbed your toe or something. I'm just making that up, which made you feel blah. And then you sat in that. And then now you're like, oh, it was blah. But was it really blah? I mean, bitch, you're alive, you're well, skin is glowing. Like, we gotta get out of our head.
We gotta get out of our heads.
My mind. We gotta get into the vortex. We gotta get into the vortex. This is great. Also suggests that because he has a reading list and he loves Abraham Hicks as well. And I took a picture of it today so I can go to the library. You guys, you know I go to the library. She has a book called Getting into the Vortex. There's something about the vortex that I think when you get in it, and it's all just about feeling good. We're like meant to just feel good. I think we've been taught, other shit.
Right, and I feel like we don't feel good because we get in our head. Okay, but in reality, I do think there are some days that are just shitty. So we have to let them be shitty. I can't put on a phony face if I'm feeling shitty. You know what I mean? But I can turn that around and figure out how to make myself feel not shitty. Right? I can go for a walk. I can do a meditation. I could talk to a friend. We could call, you have the power to choose. Actually, my kids have this book. It's amazing. It's called The Power to Choose. I forgot who the author is. And it's a book with all different pathways where the character doesn't get ready for school. And then should you choose that she should get ready for school or should she still play her video games? And then you go to the page where, your child picks and then it shows how the day kind of unfolds based on your decisions and your choices.
You said that because that made me think. It's like when you do feel in a slump, because like this morning after the not sleeping and then I was up for like 2 hours, even I went back in the bed and Ty was like, where were you? And I go, I had to work on something. And then Ty missed the bus. But then I was like, girl, you gotta work out. You gotta work out. That was Big Sean's thing too. When you get to that spot of like, ooh, I'm not liking this feeling right now. We got to go in our arsenal of things, whether that's going outside for a walk. For me, I think that's like working out or dancing or listening to music. Boom, boom, there's a code. If we had a Chiron, that's another code. When you're feeling down or icky, what's in your toolbox of things that'll help you get out of that funk? Because maybe we just stay in the funk too long.
We stay in the funk too long because a lot of us don't know what's going to get us out of the funk. So we have to figure that out. And once we have that toolbox, then we can change our day around. I need to take my own advice.
Yeah. Basically, wait, so what's in your toolbox?
I mean, for me, it's definitely a walk outside, getting up from my computer, not being so obsessive about like getting the task done. Maybe like reading some of my book, which I never do during the day. Mm-hmm. I'm reading The Flamingo Estate right now. Have you?
Episode 2 is also like Welcome to Our Book Club.
Yeah.
She's reading. You see how fucked up the world is? We gotta read.
I know, right? Well, I'm reading. I'm not watching the news because there's way too much.
Well, you see Don Lemon just popped up on my thing. Ironically, because I was like, oh, I'm going to eat my lunch before the podcast with Michelle, and I'll tune into Don Lemon really quick. And as I put it on, my phone had an alert. Go ahead, Joey. From Abraham Hicks. And it was literally like, when you bring in news and bad things into your world, it literally puts you in a bad...
Yeah, I can't.
Just throw the whole TV away. Or tune into something like this. Like,
exactly.
Like, what are we going to do?
Oh, and going back to the list, I also feel like organizing. I don't know about you, but when I organize something, when I'm like, you know what, I need to reorganize my drawer or reorganize my makeup or reorganize, that kind of gets me out of the funk and kind of gets me into my flow.
Ooh, I like that. I feel that too.
Yeah. Because then your spaces, you feel like, okay, I could take a deep breath. Because clutter causes stress also.
Yes.
And when you feel like your space is cluttered or your makeup's cluttered or your drawer is cluttered, that's going to contribute.
Ooh, I wrote that down for my higher self. So like, who or what do you look like at your highest self? Being in a clean space that is uncluttered supports me. My home and space is beautifully curated. I feel great and proud of my home. It's clean, fresh, smells good, and has great energy. It's like I'm writing that down, but it's like that's how I want it to be. Physically, I move my body multiple times a day. I stretch, I lift weights, I dance, I run, I do yoga, I do breath work. I'm in the best shape of my life. This is not all necessarily true. But you know what I'm saying? But
it's affirmations, yeah.
It's divine self. It's like, I gotta get there and getting optimal results. This is like the way of being. Yeah, we're getting
there. I think this episode is really about how to get out of the funk to get into the flow. I think that's what this episode's called.
We don't come in with a plan, guys.
No, because this is all real. This is all real. This is what's going on. This is not produced.
That how to get out of the funk to get into the flow, bitch. Whoa! Put that on a hoodie.
I know. I feel like I need it on my board somewhere. I'm going to actually put it on my board after this.
Oh my God, maybe we should write an affirmation book.
Is that our next venture? There's too many things.
I wrote one this morning. Today's was, all the doors are open. Walk through them confidently in the direction of your dreams. You got this. Flow and you will keep finding doors to walk through. They all lead somewhere. Enjoy your unique journey.
Wait, that's weird. That's also like eerie. Both of our things. I think it's just
be interconnected. We're in the vortex. This is what Heather Grace.
What is the vortex to you? Because I'm not understanding what the vortex is.
I'm learning that the vortex is the good vibe and frequency that you want to stay in. So you're positive, you're feeling good, you're taking care of yourself. When you stay in that vortex, everything that's supposed to come to you is coming to you. It's when we jump out of the vortex. What's wrong with me?
Yeah.
Feel tired. Bitch, you push yourself right on out, and then what's supposed to come to you is not coming to you. But I'm learning that when you're in the vortex, everything just
100%.
Like water.
Well, it's like the saying, you get what you give, right?
Ooh, bitch. Yeah.
I think about that all the time.
Yeah.
You really get what you give. And I need to practice what I preach, because sometimes, like yesterday, I was a walking bitch to everybody. Family, I was like my own, just like in my head.
How did your morning start?
I was just in a funk. And I was questioning what I'm doing and is this the right move?
Bitch, you took yourself out of the vortex.
Right.
You start questioning and ooh and wait and that's not good. That's out of the vortex. And then that puts you in, that's like toxic territory.
Right. And it's like, okay, should I, then I was like, then maybe you can help me with this. Then I was like, maybe I should just look for a full-time job while I'm in school versus doing all these freelance things. So I totally did a bait and switch yesterday and I started looking for full-time jobs.
See, that's why you were in a funk. You jumped out of the vortex that you were in of happiness and bliss and working out and playing Uno, bitch. Get the Uno cards out. Like, come on.
I know. I need to play Legos also more with Shay because that was him and I's thing because I love Legos. See, I did have a little Lego thing behind me.
I love that. Come on.
And we stopped doing that. And that's when I do Legos, I am in my flow.
Ooh.
I am out of my head.
Put that
so I need to start doing that. And then I'm more creative and then I can get back to what I'm doing. So see, you're right. I was out of the vortex.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You pointed out something to me too, though. I feel like I was just about to get overwhelmed with things that I felt like I needed to do. And I was getting, maybe I just needed to step away and go outside for 2 seconds. Or like pick up a book. Or just come back to it tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't want to, we're putting ourselves, which I read about the Big Sean thing today. We're putting ourselves on this like calendar. It's an imaginary calendar. Like, we have to stop that.
I do that all the time.
I don't want to
like
myself.
I mean, our life, we have to live in calendars, right? With being moms, and which I understand that. But for the point that you and I are in right now, I don't think we can be on a calendar because we can't.
Calendars.
What?
I said fuck the calendars. Let's be fair.
I know. I actually do love a good calendar, though, just as a side note. But I think for this moment for us, I don't think a calendar is going to get us where we need to be. Because it's just going to put unnecessary pressures on timelines and why didn't I do this by this? Why didn't I do X by Z? You know, like it's just too.
Yeah. I think especially in this like little freelance world that we're like sitting in. Because that literally, I was like, oh shoot, I gotta do the podcast with Michelle. Let me warm up these tacos I made last night. Oh shoot, I need to do something for my friend Mike. Oh shoot, let me do. And then I was like, And so here's why I'm eating tacos right here now on the podcast.
I love that. You know what?
So when I should have just been like, I'll deal with what I need to deal with when I can get it done.
I know. I try to do 10 things at once and get back to this person and get back to that person.
Shout out LaCroix. Can we get an endorsement deal?
Right?
Yeah.
That's a good flavor. I like that flavor. But that's the thing. I try to do 10 things at once. Yeah, it's LaCroix.
Boo. Boo. It is not LaCroix. It's LaCroix.
Is it?
Yeah.
We gotta ask somebody about that. Maybe they'll be our first sponsor.
Yeah. Well, we can't even say the name right, so probably.
That'd be a great marketing campaign, though, to try to figure out how to say the name.
Yeah. I think it's LaCroix.
All right, we'll get back to that.
We're flowing. We're doing the work. I feel progress, right?
Yeah, I do too.
You have to feel progress, though, in order to feel fulfilled.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
But
right. In my head, I do right now. I don't know if that's right. I don't know if it's right to feel that way, but I feel if I am not making progress, I feel like I'm not meeting my goals.
That feels like out of the vortex to me. That feels like things won't flow like this if we're like, and
I know. Well, that's also just what I read to you. It's like if we try to plan everything, if we try to be so calculated and plan everything.
Do you see that the world is literally like blowing up and here we are trying to like plan? We're Neil deGrasse Tyson said it. It's like we're literally like little molecules on this big sphere. And like, I've now almost given myself an anxiety attack, and you have too, over like the little minute shit that you have to do. It's like, there's a bigger picture.
There is a bigger picture.
I think the more people in the vortex, if more people are in the vortex, more people are feeling good. And then I think the world will then flow better. I think we're all in a state now of everyone out of the fucking vortex, and the shit is crazy. I'm going in and I'm never coming out.
I'm going in. How do we just stay in? Let's just figure out how to stay in.
Okay, how to stay in the vortex? Should I ask ChatGPT? No, it's Abraham Hicks. This is all her thing. I'm going to the library today to pick up the book. So
okay. You have to let me know how it is.
I'll let you know for episode 3 how to stay in the vortex. But we're headed.
But I think we talked about it today too.
Yeah.
And also staying in the vortex means getting out of our funk, which means doing those things to get out of our funk.
Go ahead. Thread.
Full circle moment, and we need a thread, and that's where we're at. And I feel so much better by talking to you today. Even, I mean, I woke up feeling a little better, but still not. Well, let's seize the day, you know. Like I wasn't like, oh, let's.
Yeah, you're alive.
No, I know.
You're well. You're fabulous. The fit is giving. The face is giving. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what matters. Like,
right, that's what matters. Yeah.
Because it's like, what's on your to-do list? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, what do you have to do?
Yeah, I think for me, and I'm trying to work on this for myself, is if I'm not producing, and I was taught this as a little girl, perform, produce, do this, do that. If I'm not producing, then I'm not successful.
Ooh.
And I'm not enough. That's basically what it comes down to. So that's been infused in my adult life, which is very unhealthy, when in reality, just being is enough. So I'm trying to get out of that mindset of producing, even though I have a fire, just like you do. No. I don't know what it is yet. I don't need to know what it is yet, but I know.
I just read that somewhere. It was literally like a woman on fire is like a woman with purpose. Or like it's like a woman on fire and it's like everybody wants to watch her burn. Not burn like in a bad way, but it's like, oh shit, she's got something in there. Let me see what's going on. So that's good.
Oh, I like that.
With the performative thing, how do you think that's affecting your children?
I try to, you know, if Chloe doesn't get a good grade on something, you know, I'm like, that's fine. You know, you'll try again next time. It's all good. You worked hard. Or Chloe had a acting performance this weekend. It was really she was in a performance, 2 shows of Sleeping Beauty. She was so good.
She's a star. Insert the clip of Chloe doing Beyonce. Boom, with the hat.
Oh, yeah. That'd be actually really funny. That'll be in the comments or on social media when we get one. That's the other thing.
Right.
So I always say, you know, as long as you try and as long as you work hard, that's all that matters, right? It doesn't matter the output. So again, I need to take my own advice.
Mean that?
Huh?
I said, do you really mean?
I mean that for my kids, but I don't mean that for myself. So it's very contradictory because, like, for me, I could work my ass off, and if I don't get the output I want, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah. It made me think about a moment a couple months ago with Jordan, and I walked in the room, and of course he was like playing video games. But I guess I had a look on my face, and he looked at me, and he was like, what? What am I doing wrong now? What am I not doing? What am I? And it's like, oh shit. Like, even my look is like, what are you doing? What are you making? What's going on? But like, we were doing that to ourselves. I don't want to do that to myself, and I damn sure don't want to do that to my kids. I don't want them feeling like that. I don't want them feeling like they have to be constantly producing something. But you understand that that's what we do. We got to get out, like, that's That's like not Vortex living. I'm trying to lamp out in the Vortex. Get me a condo in the Vortex.
You can still be motivated to have a goal and to have a mission and to accomplish something. But that doesn't mean you have to be hard on yourself if you are not where you're supposed to be, or not where you think you should be, right? I feel like you can still feel motivated without putting that unnecessary pressure on yourself to constantly be producing and constantly be doing this. And I'm so guilty of that. I'm really working on that because I just feel like there's not enough time in a day. And we're dealing with the kids, we're dealing with that, and how do we make time, how do we
rest? How are you resting? I need to focus on that more.
Yeah, so, do you have the Aura ring?
No, but you know what? When I worked at Dr. Oz, like I had like the very first one, like the prototype of it. Shout out to Aura.
Yeah, Aura is where it's at. I have had this.
I don't need someone telling me that I'm not sleeping well and that I'm not, and I'm not, and I'm not, and I'm not.
Yeah, but the thing about Aura is it picks up patterns before bed, during your sleep, during the day, and it gives you ideas on how to optimize your life and your health. And it does that for sleep, right? Like, oh, did you eat a heavy meal before bed? You didn't really get enough sleep? Yeah. So then you can kind of change your patterns. Oh, it took you 2 minutes to fall asleep. You must have been exhausted. Maybe you should go to bed earlier. Things like that. It's not
catering. It wasn't all that deep back then.
Okay, well, that's a whole nother episode.
Shut up.
I loved Aura Ring.
My midwife, she has one too. She swears by it. And she'll be like, oh, I didn't sleep well. I'm tired. And I'm like, I don't need something else telling me.
Yeah, I know. Because then you obsess about it. I could see that.
Yeah, my mind's already telling me shit. I don't need...
Well, you want to see my scores for today? They were fine. They were actually pretty good. Like, this was my score. 85 and 81. 85, that's good. That's optimal for readiness. But my sleep was an 81, and I slept for 7 hours and 34 minutes.
Whoa, that's great.
Yeah, but my REM and my deep sleep was low. Look at that red. Probably can't see it.
I did not sleep at all last night.
See, sleep is where it's at. Like, that's where it starts. Sleep is the foundation of all health, right? If you don't get enough good sleep, your body cannot function. It also contributes in the long term to a lot of chronic diseases. So sleep should be number one priority. And I get in bed at 8:30.
Every night? Parker and I were doing yoga last night at 9.
Parker's up at 9:30?
He's not supposed to be, but Ty, I think, saw that, they're like doing something together. So it didn't stress her out. But no, her bedtime is 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I told you yesterday was like really busy. And then I was like, I don't want to do my whole, I had a busy day. Let me have some wine. I was like, no, clean up the kitchen, do some yoga. She took a bath and then she was like, doing yoga, Mom? And I go, yeah. And then, of course, she ran down. And then
I love her.
Yeah.
I can see her saying that. Oh, no.
I also read that, Big Sean, in the book. His last drink was in 2012. Or 2020. And I feel like that's something that I'm exploring. And it's like...
That's where I'm at, by the way.
With it right now. Because I'm like... drink or like, smoke a joint or whatever. And then right after I do it, I'm like, I don't like how this feels.
That's what made me stop drinking.
I was like, I don't like this.
Yeah. So if you have a voice, if you have like an intuition that's telling you that it is not right for you, that you do not want to do this, that's your sign. But it is really hard because it's like a social thing and...
Like I've got my dance moms and we, rage out on Friday night.
That's what you said, yeah. So they do have a lot of mocktails.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is, we went out, I don't know, like a few weeks ago for ramen, and they had an adaptogen mocktail.
Those I
was like, that's nice. That's kind of like, okay, I'm getting some type of benefit. I'm not just drinking like, soda.
Right.
But I'm drinking something that's going to do something for me.
Yeah. Yeah. But I've been feeling like that. So we like raged out Friday night. But like Saturday, I was like, like cooked. I was like not okay. And I literally told myself, I was like, why am I doing this to myself? Like, I don't like how this feels. And then I feel like I was just like testing it a little bit on like Sunday. Like, oh, like I feel fine. I feel good. Let me just, you know, I got all the laundry done. I see it's like a little reward thing for me.
Right.
Especially when we work together. Remember, always at the end of the day, now we got to bring the bottles of wine out.
Yeah.
Bringing out so it's been ingrained in me to reward myself. Oh my God, even saying it now sounds like so crazy. Rewarding myself at the end of the day with a drink or a joint.
Well, we have to figure out what another reward is.
Well, I think it's like my yoga practice now.
There you go.
Maybe that's it. And then the fact that Parker, it's like, is she my mom reincarnated? Because she was like, are you going to do your yoga?
Well, she's trying to check up on you.
Girl, like, where are you supposed to be? Because it's like, you know, the bar is down here next to the gym, next to like where I do my workout. So she's like, where's she going? And it's like,
she is so smart.
Yeah. But yeah, is that how you stopped drinking? Just something telling you like...
So yeah, I just didn't feel well. Even if I had one drink or one sip of a drink, I did not feel well. And I was never a big drinker. Obviously, like in college and after college, I was definitely drank a lot. But then I was like, what is this doing for me? This was only recently in the last 6 months. Like I would say I'm like 6 months sober, probably. Or maybe 5. I was like, I don't like how I feel the next day. I don't like how I feel after. I don't sleep when I drink. So I'm not going to drink. And now I just get like a fun mocktail, or if it's worth it. Like if it's like there's CBD or something in it. I'd rather just have my nightcap of my magnesium and go to bed if I want to do that.
Taking shots of magnesium. I have some magnesium here, but I have the magnesium pills. What I really love is the magnesium supplement. It tastes like all salty and crazy.
Oh, I've never taken that one.
Oh, that one is like really good because it's, you know, it's like stronger.
Well, you should do, so I do a nightcap. It's like a water with like a powder. And it's like a berry powder. Shout out to Moon Juice, because I've been drinking Moon Juice for, I don't know, 3 years.
Wait, I feel like we got Moon Juice somewhere.
Moon Juice, yeah. It's a brand. They have a ton of stuff.
Purple?
Yeah, it's like a pinkish purple.
When I worked at Dr. Oz, I feel like everybody sent me everything. I feel like I tried that. And they also have like a sexy,
yep.
tincture, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Whoa, so what's your nighttime routine? Because you're sleeping optimal. I need that shit.
We put the kids to bed, go right upstairs. I'm in my sauna blanket.
Where'd you get that from?
What?
Where'd you get the sauna blanket from?
I got it for Adam for one of his birthdays a couple of years ago, and I use it more than him. So it's fine.
Wait, let me look that up. So that is helping with what? Is that like infrared?
It's an infrared sauna, and it honestly, just for me, it helps calm down my nervous system before bed. And like relaxes me. A lot of people sweat in it profusely. I really don't. Like a lot of people have to take a shower after. I don't.
Okay.
Because like I'm not like dripping sweat. It's just more like my body's heating up. I'm usually doing the red light mask while I'm in there, so I look really funny, and I look like I'm laying whatever. Yeah, I'm just.
This is the bed.
What?
This is in your bedroom?
No. This is on the floor next to the bed.
Okay.
And then I go do my skincare after that. And I get into bed, I read. And that's it. And Adam usually wants a TV on, and I don't like the TV. The TV ruins a lot of things. Romantic.
Not be in the bedroom, right?
It's not supposed to be, but Adam, because we go up right after, he's like, I need something, like, you know, before we start going to bed. And I'm like, fine, we can put it on for 15 minutes, but then we end up falling asleep with the TV. Like last night we were watching White Lotus and we both fell asleep. I'm like, this is so pointless.
Plan?
Yeah.
I only saw episode 1, so don't get into it.
Wait, you only saw...
I only saw episode 1 of season 3.
Of season... Okay.
Yes, I'm not caught up, so don't...
It's okay this season. I'm not like loving it.
I'm just like obsessed with Thailand, so that's why...
I want to go... Should we go there?
We're going.
Yeah, we gotta go. I think I need to go there, and I'm not... yeah, I think or Bali. What?
Oh my God, Bali's my spot. Bali's where my lady Myra lives. Shout out Myra.
I think we should make that a goal for us.
Yeah.
For you and I to go. I'm not kidding.
I mean, it's on there. It's on I got Tokyo, because the kids want to go to Tokyo. I'm always wanted to go to Thailand and Bali. Like, those are my places. And then to have met that woman who makes these clothes that I, like, absolutely love. And then now she sends me, the moon is in, da-da-da-da-da.
I love her.
She's, like, incredible. And, like, I'll write to her and be like, see you soon in Bali. And she'll write back and be like, see you soon. Like, I know we're going. So
We're going. And it's so reasonable once you're there.
Well, right.
Yeah. I think we should really go because it's supposed to be amazing. Either one. I don't know which one. Maybe Bali, because I've heard.
Watching something last night. He was like watching this like surfer documentary, but what caught my ear as I was like trying to sleep was that they had traveled to Peru and like done an ayahuasca ceremony, which I feel like could also, maybe that will keep us in the vortex. But then I think to myself, is that just like another like thing that I'm like giving myself? Like, I don't know, I want to just be clean and like clear, because I feel like I've just been not in a cloud or in a fog, but like, you know,
right, you just you feel like you don't have clarity.
I don't have clarity, but again, from our times of working together, all the drinking, all the crazy food, all the stress, I feel like I have never like given my body just nothing, like water and like good food. Like, I feel like I've never done that. Like, there's
So
always,
that's a wellness retreat.
Yeah, I feel like there's always been some kind of substance or drink or or like.
Well, that's where, yeah, I think that's what we should do, and then we'll tape the podcast there when we go. So stay tuned for that.
Bali with Myra.
Yeah, she should definitely be a
She
guest.
holds like retreats too. She was with like Erykah Badu the other day, and I was like, oh wait, what?
Wait, why don't we just go on one of her retreats?
Oh yeah. She like has them. It's like on her. Yeah, she's like super dope. She was like a digital nomad, like from Canada to Cali. Because I thought she was originally from Bali because she's like super like exotic looking. But no, she figured out how to get her family out of the matrix and was like, I think we should move to Bali, and I want to make these beautiful clothes for people and like teach people. And she like does tea ceremonies and like all the shit, skin looking all good, body looking all good, and like
Talk about like a pivot.
Yeah, like I'm obsessed with her. She's like super dope, and I know I'm gonna meet her one day. And every time I wear, like, I have one of her pieces I call my Jesus dress, like I feel like I'm like just godly in it every time. Like, well, that's how I started this whole like beige, my whole, you know, girl vibe. I mean, my mom used to wear white all the time, but like I just feel clear and just easy breezy, and like I don't need a lot of things. Yeah, I've been like, yeah, I'm very like minimalist now. If you told me that we were going to Bali in 5 hours, I could be ready to go. Like, I could pack that fast. Whereas Sasha 6 years ago, oh my God, dressed, what shoes, what this, what.
Yeah,
years ago, this whole thing was like filled up with shoes and all kinds of clothes, and it actually needs a refresh right now. But yeah, it used to be very overwhelming in here. And then remember when we worked in TV? I'd be running to the train. Oh my God, we have a show tomorrow. Let me run to Forever 21 and buy some.
oh my God, forever.
Let me run to H&M and buy some junk. Instead of just like, because I could never see what I had because everything was just. Look, I was wearing this shirt the other day. Like, now I know like my favorite pieces, and then I wear them. And like if I go outside today, somebody will be like, oh my God, you look so cool. And it's like my shirt, my dad's shirt that I like wore to the airport the other day. Like, it's so simple for me to pack now.
You want to come pack for me because I'm leaving for Chicago tomorrow.
you got too much shit, Shell?
I do. I actually have been so much better though. I gave away a lot of stuff because I like fewer things, but I still get like, oh, what if I want to wear this? And what if I don't want to wear that? And I need to pack that.
Get out of that. We gotta get into the vortexes. Whatever I'm wearing is gonna be fabulous because I'm fabulous.
Yes.
And I'm well. And I feel good. And everything I put on feels good.
Should we end on that note?
Yeah. Everything I put on feels good. And I feel good. I feel good all the time. Oh my God, I feel so amazing. Does that sound fake? No, that's real. We're flowing. We're into the vortex.
We're flowing. Okay, how to get out of the funks to get into the flow. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Yeah.
We are so just thrilled to have you guys listen to us.
Listen to us get into the flow and get out of the funk and eat tacos and sip on La Croix.
Or LaCroix.
All that too.
Bye.